set this higher. Okay. Heck.
For the year, save up to $250.
Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? Lily, lay down. I did it a little earlier. I thought about you, believe it or not. I really did. Because I know you got to get up at like a crazy hour, like really early. Abel, how are you? Alida, how are you, my dear? And Paul. And Dylan. And Heidi. And the Duke. Or Mr. Beater, I'm sorry. And Kevin, Neil, Justin, James. Wow, everybody flying in here. Like it's all busted into the saloon and walked in. Everybody hit the like button, please. Let's get the algorithm up. We only got 3 likes. And Russ, James. Yeah, the like button is what gets these videos out there. And Eric from West Virginia. I'm just right above you in PA. I watched a YouTuber, and Lonnie, how are you? And Abel said when you come to the Southern California road trip. I wished I could, believe it or not. I really do. I was watching a YouTube guy that seems pretty up on everything, and I figured out why my videos aren't getting out to, hey, Jim, how are you, brother? People they should be. I'm almost being shadow banned in a way, is because there wasn't enough likes. Willie, how are you, sir? So hitting the like button makes a huge difference on all the videos. It gets the, hey, Jeff, how are you? It gets the algorithm up. And hitting the like button, I don't got no cookies yet, Russ. That didn't sound right. On all the videos, I found out after some research recently that YouTube views it as, oh, people are hitting like on all these videos. Maybe other people like them, so they recommend them. I was wondering why the videos aren't getting out there as much as they should, you know. Thank you, Abel. Hey, CJ. You know, I do like doing the shorts. I take some of the videos I have already. I'm sure you caught on to what I'm doing. And I condense them down so that they get out there and it helps with subscribers. You know what I mean? So, excuse me. Okay, we're talking to each other there. That's awesome. But the shorts seem to get out there for some reason more than actual regular videos. And then it pulls people into the channel so they can watch me be stupid on camera, you know, in the full videos, you know. Hey, Nathan, how are you, buddy? But I just, like I said, basically I haven't had these as much lately because this is really not for tech chat. This chats I have here, they're just to get on and get to know each other and have fun and joke around, you know. So that's why I do these chats. Although I only got about 1 hour tonight because I got to leave. But it's something I have to do tonight. But let me see. Got a new bowling ball struggling to figure out what's going on with Lucy. She's doing a 4-stroke mirror that sucks squeeze bang, but missing show. Yeah, Dylan, just put that on the group, buddy. That's where you can put pictures up and little videos and that, you know, for help on that. It makes it a lot easier than in chat. It really does. I'm in New Hampshire and I can drive down there and be in a video of Heather making cookies for me. We were just talking at dinner about an hour ago, and I said to Heather, you know, I'm going to start doing 2-3 videos a week because I got to get my car done. So some stuff I'll leave out even just to get the car done. I need it on the road by at least fall. And I said to her, you ain't doing nothing with your channel. Her and I may have something kind of special coming up on her channel if we can find the time. I think she already has 500 or 600 subscribers. So maybe some of you are already belong to her channel. I don't know. But her and I got an idea. And it will involve other people, like maybe some of you on here, that live close by, stepping in once in a while. But it won't be VW, But I think it'll be a lot of fun because I think a lot of you are used to Heather and I. Well, nobody gets used to Heather. She acts up in my videos. But in the blue video, I just did the blue Beetle and she could not control saying something stupid. I had to beep it up. But that's how it works, Bugging in Irwindale, California on Father's Day is super cool. And Abel highly recommends that I come out there and he's going to fly me out and get me a rental car. And, I'll be hitting the Idle Jet next. Yeah, I don't know the whole story on yours, Dylan, what's going on with that. And we have number one. Fun Kicky Punch Hour. Yeah, number one. We'll see what this second channel is going to bring. Like I said, some of you probably already belong to Heather's channel, so the name's going to change. But we're going to have a lot of fun. But it won't be VW related. Maybe a little bit, not much. It's going to be something different, How hard is it to pull a passenger side mirror on? You know what? It depends which one you get, Jeff. Johnny, my buddy Johnny's not on here. I think he used a Carmagia mirror and put it on the passenger side. Aftermarket mirrors, I just self-tapper, put them on, but it depends what you're doing, If not, you'd have to drill a hole with like a hole saw blade and put the nut on the inside and, That was a weird noise. We love Heather. Thank you, Rich. She's a good gal. She really is. She's a lot of fun. I just have to beep out a lot of stuff because she acts silly in videos, And dog, that is Keith, my buddy. Hello, sir. How are you? Heather is the bomb. And you don't live with her, though. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop. She always has a lollipop. And hello from Athens, Georgia. I will try my best here. Khalid. Correct me if I'm wrong. Khalid. That's going to be your name, though, Khalid. How's Lily doing? Thank you, Justin and Ashley. She's doing great now. I thought, oh, man, she's bringing a bunch of toys in here. She's doing good. She had something that was an infection. It started with the letter P, and they had to give her, they had to spay her, hysterectomy or whatever. So that was not cheap, but I would spend $1 million. It is what it is. But thank you. She's doing good now and acting like a jerk. So, And let me back up here a minute. Jeff, 73 Super. That's a 73 Super is the one I did the last time around on the channel. Unless somebody asked you a question, maybe is why you. Oh, you were saying about the mirror. Yeah, I mean, it's jump on the Facebook group, Slades VW community, where we can help better on there with photos and stuff, but it's not that hard to do. Kanaka, hope I said that right. Aloha from Hawaii. Love your videos and a lot of information. Thank you. There's a lot more to come. I really appreciate that. And forgive me. I didn't go to college for 6 years, so if I mispronounce some names, although I find a lot of your names interesting, I think that's really cool. And CJ, VW Flower Box. And I'm trying to scroll to catch up. Doing well. Chemo treatment's doing well. Thanks. You know what? I'm glad, Keith. I think about you more than you realize. I didn't want to keep emailing you, though. And I didn't want to start hitting your phone and then drive you nuts. You know what I mean? And I wasn't going to bring it up in here, but I'm glad you did. I hope you're doing good, brother. But you got this. I know you do. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the love. What the hell's that? Whoops, I got to scroll. She still owes me that baker's dozen double chocolate chip cookie apology cookies. And Heather, she would idle terrible install. She passed compression test stream. She would run, install water in the motor, cleaned out the valves. My neighbor says to pull at the bottom, move. says the pull at the bottom move. I don't know what you meant by that. I mean, just, I don't know, Dylan, without going into a whole thing with you, because I don't know exactly what's going on. I have the group going, but that is basically so everybody can help each other, because I can't be on all the time. So I'm not sure what's going on with your car, like what trouble you're actually having. But if the compression test worked out good, then, that was a good thing. Otto, what's up, buddy? And I know I do at one. And Jimmy Stewart. Well, Jim Stewart, I'm sorry. Jim Stewart, every single video he watches. Nice. He's always watching all the videos. I so appreciate that. Hey, we have 38 people and only 27 likes. You're hurting my feelings. But I'm the one who sent you the good chocolate chips. You did, Russ, because I said to Heather, we always buy the, whatever the brand is, the normal brand that doesn't cost like an arm and leg. You sent them in the mail, and I said to her, what are these? She goes, that's the kind that we don't buy because they're expensive. Kanaka said, you did just fine. Good, I'm glad. And we have so many folks from all over the place, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And sometimes I screw up names, And thank you, so you're your soulmate are the best. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. We're just people. That's all we are. Hello, Miss Heather. Glad to see you here. Miss you. We miss you too, Justin and Ashley. We do. Hi, Heather. Can't wait to see the new stuff on your channel. Yeah, Lita, that channel name's going to change from Heather's Haven to something. I'm not sure. Her and I are going over it right now of what we're going to turn that channel into. But the reason we're going to use hers is because there's already 500 or 600 subs, and a lot of you are already on her channel. So I have some ideas. She does. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have other people on, but it won't be Volkswagen stuff. That'll just stay on my channel, or I should say our channel. It's a community YouTube channel, I think it'll be a lot of fun, long as Heather doesn't act like a nut. Dog, I'm nuts already. You're not nuts, Keith. You've been through a lot, brother. You really have, sadly. Let me see. Yes, Russ. Okay, I posted a video on the channel about 71 Super Beetle wiring nightmare. My problem was solved from the group suggestions. Lonnie, that is awesome. And I'm so happy that and I hate to call it Slades group because it's everybody's group. But damn, I gotta say, the Slades VW community group on Facebook has been the best. And I'm not tooting my horn. It isn't me. It's you folks. It isn't me. I'm not on there as much. I try to come on real quick. I got 3-4 moderators on there watching stuff who are great. Try to keep people down from selling stuff on there or screwing anybody around, But if somebody turns into a wiseacre, they're gone. I will not tolerate that. I will not. I mean, I got pretty thick skin, and I'm sure a lot of you do, but it's not needed. But, stuff like that, what Lonnie just said, see, that makes me happy. That is so worth it. I'm going to be revamping my website, sladesvwbeetle.com. And I appreciate a lot of you have been going there and sending donations, buying stickers, magnets, T-shirts. It really helps with these DIY videos, trust me. But I'm going to be revamping that for more tech stuff. And I'm almost considering a blog on there. I got to mess with that a little. Let me get caught up here. I'm running my mouth again. Hey, Bill, how are you? 60 cabs, early stock, single port. Your videos, common sense, and humor have helped me with a bus on the road thing. And thank you, Bill. I'm really glad to hear that. I really am. I don't know everything. I don't know everything, but what little I do, I try to show, and try to show with that. And even I know somebody was a wise guy the other day in one of my comments, which I really didn't care, and said, wow, you really screwed up in that one part. Yeah, but I showed it. And then I showed the mistake, and then I showed the repair for the mistake. I don't edit out mistakes. I don't believe in doing it. A lot of people like to hide their mistakes. I don't, because then you're working on something going, why did everything going right for Slade all the time? Why don't things ever go wrong? Like when I got in my car and shut the damn door and the trunk lid fell off. I didn't cut that out. Mr. Barnhart, how are you, Doug? I am glad you stopped in because I know you get up really early because when you're going to bed, I usually click your good morning. I got free play in the crankshaft. Pulley VW shop says, don't worry about it. My mom says, Lucy is butthurt because they took up the bowling. I figured I let take her to the alley. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with bowling. That's an old sport. I haven't bowled in a long time. Where is the like button? And thank you for asking, James. I think you have to hit the X, to put the chat down. You can hit like and then re-click the chat to come back in. It really helps. I appreciate that. And Daryl Bennett. Hey there, Slade. Thank you for all you do. I'm near the Beetle community at the first show today in Tennessee in our current room. So, Beetle, I hope to meet you someday and shake your hand. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that. Tennessee, I believe my buddy Darren Waugh and Kevin Elliott, who's in there, was in Tennessee show, but I think it might have been yesterday. Now I'm getting confused. This is horrible. But thank you so much. You guys have a lot more shows down there than I do up here. I'm going to host one August 10th here, and we'll see how it goes. It's my first one. It'll be the first annual Slades Idiot thing, so I already had rented the pavilion and that, and it says it holds up to 100 folks. So screwing every time you do live chat, I have no worries. I'm very used to it. I try. I really do. It's so hard for me with some of the names, although you have a really cool name, though. James X, out the chat, and you will see it. Oh, okay. Hey, Finish 76. How you doing, buddy? And Paul Heathers Nova and Taekwondo instructional videos. Dizzy from Arizona. Welcome aboard. And good evening, everyone. Just listening to some of the 80s music and watching it live. Cool, Robert. Nothing wrong with 80s music, that's for sure. Ryan, don't know where I'd be without all the members helping, but help on other occasions. Body off complete, 70 have heard. Live long enough to finish it. That's awesome, Mr. Rogers. I honestly, that didn't sound right. I'm sorry, Ryan. I hope the videos help, folks. I really do. I'm going to have to pull the body off of the 77, which I'm almost excited about, because when I see other people's chassis on the ground and the body's off of them, Willie, don't. Hey, don't do that. When I see the body off of them, that is the way to do it. That is the way to get that chassis perfect. Everything's easy to get to. I'm excited about that part. Hello, sir. I have barely 6 flat cam. I bought an oil pump with it installed. There's only a few threads. Your nuts to engage. Is that normal? The oil pump seemed thinner. No, I wouldn't say a couple threads are normal, in all honesty. I mean, that's, like I said, just put, or I should say, Tim, put that on the Facebook group on Slades VW community so you can put pictures up and get personalized help quick. But no, that's not normal just to have a few threads. The studs are too short. But watch, though, because you don't want to get crazy and then have the studs hit the cam either. Josh, greetings from the island of Madeira. Lily, please move, honey. I'm sorry. Come here, over here. Yeah, see, she's doing better. Go. Madeira. Hopefully, I said that right. And thank you, James. He found it. And we have Justin Slade. Can I totally remove my charcoal canister? The hose that leads from the fuel tank to charcoal canister with the little T's leading right next. It's stinking up my garage. Yeah, you can redo the charcoal canister. I'll talk with you on the phone about that. I think you use that charcoal that they use in fish tanks or something, but you can remove it completely and reroute it, because like my 68, there's no charcoal canister from the factory in that, And I think I did that on the 73 Super Beetle video. I eliminated the charcoal canister. Well, kind of. It was all rusted and rotted out, and I rerouted it to keep the stink out of the cabin. And Daryl, Circuit Wagons was the name of it. Hopefully I can make your show that weekend. What was the date of that again, buddy? That's August 10th. Hit me up if you're on Facebook Messenger, and I'll send you the virtual flyer, is what I call it. It's easier. Slade, did you go to the Jim's Bug Show? No, I went last summer, Jim, and I didn't do the spring one. I'll probably do the summer one instead, though. The spring one I never make it to, but the summer one I always do. And I don't know why Lily brings her toys in here when I'm in here. CJ said August 10th, engine may be back in the car by then. I'm thinking you will have more than 100 show up. CJ, you know what? It's sketchy. And the reason, no, if a little more than 100 show up, it's fine. The reason is there's some Volksfest or something in Columbus, Ohio. So a lot of people already have plans to go there, and I completely understand. So, but it started out like 30, 40, 50 and just kept climbing, you know, and Heather made up a real nice virtual flyer that I can send people to their email or their Facebook Messenger, you know, things like that. Justin replaced the charcoal. Excuse me. I'm sure he has a video on it, but the culprit is probably the plastic piece under the cowl. And it could be, Rich, in all honesty. Daryl, we're in Tennessee show all weekend. And Bob Putty, what's up, brother? I just sent you an email last night. Or maybe today. Can't remember now. Lily, please. It was either last night or today, Bob. Tim, there's 3 different oil pumps depending on your engine. Make sure you have the right one. Yeah, it depends on the thickness is what it is. And I picked up a motor where somebody put too long of studs in and cranked it around and poof, there went the cam gear. I got to get my new charcoal canister installed. Thanks, I'll look more into it. Sounds good, Tim. And yep, no canister on my Super, but still run the expansion chamber. A gasoline venting on cement when I didn't have expansion chamber in. I wish they still sold the charcoal canisters, but you can rebuild yours fairly easy. They're not real bad to do, in all honesty, as long as yours is not rusted out and falling apart. Really enjoy your videos. They help me a lot of VW projects. Keep it up. Thank you, Josh. I'm glad they help. I really, really am. And I think Madeira, if I'm pronouncing it right, is an island near Portugal. Nice to see another Portuguese guy. And CJ Jones said, and I forget what he said it to now. Bob said, okay, cool. Thanks, guys. I can see the actual gas leaking. The hose looks like the old style braided cloth hose. Okay, Justin, Wolfsburg West and quite a few places sell the braided hose. And also eBay. But send me a picture from your phone tomorrow or when you can. Like, do a little bit further back, you know, where about the hose is where I can see it since you live right near me. And then close up and show me what you're dealing with there. German AS41K stripped down. I'm replacing cylinders, pistons, heads remain sealed. It's not leaking. Should I replace? You mean should you replace the rear main seal? Because I would always replace that if that's what you meant. They have that double lip seal or something now, or they may have had it out for a while and I just didn't pay attention. And that's what I just used recently on that stroker motor. Stephonic. Light wispy smoke coming out of my 6.6 Beetle. It doesn't want to idle. Any ideas on how to fix? Well, we can get on a whole rabbit hole on that on how to idle. So you might want to post that on the Facebook group. I don't know where to start with something like that. I mean, not idling could be a vacuum leak, which probably is what it is. I mean, but there's quite a few areas you'd have to go into with that. So that would be a little bit of a conversation. Always replace your email. Yeah. Everyone, please provide any help to those asking for it if you can. Thanks. I'm in my shop as I type this. Yes. Where are we at? My screen jumped. There we go. And yes, correct island. I'm currently on vacation with my family. I should need Portuguese. I live normally on the island of Morocco on the coast of Venezuela. Sorry for the long text. No, that's okay. That's cool. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Hopefully not. I'm scrolling back real fast. I think more than show up. But and I was saying to CJ earlier about the get together. I just got to figure out how to get the virtual. My brain stopped. the virtual flyer out to people, you know, and then I got to watch out on overload. I've got people coming from Wisconsin, North Carolina, Maryland, New York, a little bit everywhere. I'm like really excited about this, and then a lot of locals, you know. Thanks for videos. Helped me a lot fix cars since I went into my project knowing nothing. You're very welcome. I'm glad. Always remember, excuse me, on the channel, when you look at the YouTube channel, you'll see home, videos, shorts, live. There's like a menu bar, and you'll see playlist. And what I did there is created an index for like engine work, interior, headliner, you know, stuff like that. So it makes it a little quicker, like you're going to the library. And, you know, I don't think we go library anymore. I tightened the spring a little in my seal. I didn't know they made a double lip. Yeah, they have a double lip, Heidi. Actually, the guy that did my stroker motor was telling me about it. And I switched out to a chrome moly flywheel recently. My buddy Sean helped me because he ran over with his dial indicator, which was really nice of him to do. And I looked and I thought, ugh, I did buy an L ring sill. I bought a good one, but I forgot to get a double lip sill because I wasn't thinking. So are all the folks planning on attending Slades picnic, bringing their VWs? There's going to be quite a few, Justin. I got a couple people trailering from out of state to bring our Beetles here. So I would have to say 80% are bringing theirs, you know, from the way it's looking anyhow. Okay, I can't wait to get there. Hey, Bob, there's a, I got to send you another email because I can't remember if I included it, but there's a Super 8 hotel right down the road from me, like 20 minutes away. So I don't know if you need help that way, because there's a Holiday Inn by me and they're stupid expensive. They're like 170 a night, and it looked like Super 8 was like $65. And it's in a nice area, you know. Sling Buzz. Been working on my rebuilt, currently at 1500 for hopefully going to 1600. There you go. The 1500 is not a bad motor, single port. They have nice torque. I mean, I'm not like what you call an engine expert, but they have nice pulling power torque. Yes, Slade, that is wicked awesome. And we have Josh X will be in Krakow in October. Oh, that's cool. Anthony, looking forward to the show. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to, you know, I don't know how many of you are on Facebook or belong to the community, but that's how I was sending the what are you doing? The virtual flyer out. I'm trying to keep her entertained. And here, go get your toy. And that's the only way I know how to do it right now, besides, you know, like email or something like that. Just awesome. Very, we might have a small VW meet in October. And it was tough to get when Heather sat down and tried to get everything organized, you know, to get the pavilion set up and everything. Wow. People are literally a year in advance reserving spots. And my idiot brain, I thought, oh, I'm good to go. I can have the cream of the crop, pick what I want. And it didn't work out that way. But it's in a really nice park, a nice pavilion. The parking lot gets shared with the other pavilion. But it looks like it's pretty big. And then the sides of the road all the way up and around. So quite a few cars can fit there, in all honesty. I love watching your videos. Very informative. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really do. There's a lot more videos to come. And I try not to get too repetitive, you know, like here's another brake job. Like try to watch with that, you know. But I think the blue one's gonna be fun whenever how's the rescued Blue Beetle going? Josh, that's on the back burner. We just wanted to at least show it. When the 68's done in about 4 to 5 months, give or take, because I'm just going to stockpile on videos. Then I'll be starting on the 77 because Heather's already on me about it, going, get it done, get it done. I want to go for a ride. So once I got paint on the car, the rest just goes fast, because that's what happened with the last one I did on YouTube. Heather kept saying, wow, it's never going to get done. And as soon as the paint was squirted on, boom, that was it. I was running brake lines, putting the transmission in, it kind of goes fast after that, you know. I have been doing a lot of body work in the background though, because I don't want people to sit and fast forward through the videos because that hurts the algorithm really bad. So I think body work people would kind of do that. So I've been doing body work in the background without filming some of that. Josh, we will be coming. Okay, Justin's talking. Josh, need to get the 57 oval for the Black Widow build. Yes, you're right, Dylan. And that would be a fun build in all honesty. Are heater channels on a 66 Beetle structural? Yes, they are. Yes. If you have one, Ben, that the heater channels are in trouble, yeah, you definitely want to make them right. There's no doubt about that. And Rich said, Ben, yes, they are. uh, and you know what? It just takes some welding. I mean, I know I make it sound easy because I don't like to weld. I'm not really that good at it, but I have a grinder. I mean, okay, got to throw one out there. What do you call it? Paper airplane that will not fly. Station. Keeps on roll. I mean, the heater channel is, I had a 68 when I was 16 years old, and my dad took angle iron. Now we put new heater channels in, new floor pans, the whole thing. And we actually took angle iron and brought it up the sides and curved it just like the body does with the heater channel. And he welded it everywhere. That I don't know what the reasoning was. Maybe because I was a kid, you know, and he thought, oh man, he's going to be out acting like an idiot. You know, 53 horsepower pounding the pavement. But that was the strongest Beetle I ever owned. But that thing was really structural sound. I mean, but the heater channels, yeah, that's kind of your frame, so to speak, you know. So you definitely want them solid. And if they're not, before you pull that body off, you know, make sure that you make some braces up, like watch removing your doors for sag, you know, stuff like that, and weld some braces so that it don't sag on you, or then you're going to have a kink in the roof. It's kind of hard to explain on here, you know, but just be careful. But you can fix them. They sell them. I really don't know who to recommend for body panels. There's that place that makes the green panels. Bet you Vintage 76 knows. They make the green panels. That they're really, really nice fit. Even Mr. Veter Beater on here brought them up. But they're green, and it is a really, really good company. Their panels are amazing. Let me see. I'm sorry. And here's Brian Mead. What's up, buddy? I'll try to make it up for one thing. I need to get a pic for us. Yeah, Brian, you come up. We're getting pictures. Well, for the event, May 10th or August 10th, I am going to run live maybe for a half hour just to be funny. I'll run live on YouTube to show everybody there. Everybody can say hi, you know, on YouTube. And got to run. Thanks for your hard work. Easy to understand. Easy to follow. Thanks for YouTube channel and Facebook. But thank you, James. Bless you. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm going to run a little bit of live for maybe a half hour, 45 minutes from the picnic area. And then I'm asking everybody to please wear their Slade shirt, you know, either one that you have, so that we can do a big group photo. I want to get made up into a poster, and I'm going to see if VW Trends magazine. I know Dan, he's a good guy. He's the one that did the article on us in VW magazine, which I will always be appreciative of. I didn't feel deserving. That really still makes me get goosebumps to this day. I never thought I'd be in a magazine, maybe Mad Magazine. But honestly, I want to do a big poster of everybody in their Slade shirts at the get together. So I'm going to see if VW Trends will put that in our magazine with all you folks that show up. I think it'll be fun. The little lips on the edges of the beam are a little too low. I'm dragging and throwing sparks on the road. I have the front pretty low now. Oh yeah, Justin, that's low. Lips on the edge of the beam are a little too low. I'm dragging and throwing spark. Yeah, you need that lifted up a little bit. That's way too low. What's your take on driving a 75 Super as a daily driver? I'm down a vehicle since last October. Lonnie, I mean, honestly, you know, there's no problem with running them as daily drivers. I did for many years. I mean, and no, it wasn't in the 80s. I mean, not that long ago. And truthfully, if it's running great, and check out my video on like safety, VW fire, stuff like that, things you need to carry for safety reasons. Super, you're probably ahead of the game, because my 73 Super, oh, what a dream compared to the standard. I mean, it rode very smooth. The Supers drive very nice. They handle really good, but I don't know. I'd have no qualms at all about driving a Beetle as a daily driver, in all sincerity. Jorg, what's up, buddy? Message retracted. And howdy to you also, sir. I'm running down the list here because I was messing around. And he said, howdy, Heidi. Run live because I can't go that far. I will. Funky Green Panels is the name, I think. Yeah, Vintage 76. It was them green panels. So it's Classic Fab. I probably said the wrong place. But they have really good. I watched Mr. Beater, the Duke, in 43 years at Bodywork or something. Really good. I wished I had the 16th of his talent, in all honesty. But I thought it was Classic Fab, and I could be wrong with the green panels. But wow, what a nice fit they were. Happy Sunday to you too, George. And I daily my 77 Super. Love it. And Jim Stewart said like. Oh, we got 52 people with 52 likes. That makes me happy. And went to 51. Somebody left. Let's block them now. So you remember my black jet I brought over? It's a 99. I just pulled my stuff out to get the antique plates for it. You know what? I just switched the title on that blue 77 over in Monongahela, and I wasn't paying attention because that car went in Heather's name, but they were saying something about antique plates to her, and I guess it's not as hard as I thought to get. I should get them for the 68, but I want to go on eBay and find a 68 plate and run the numbers and make sure it's cool. And because then I don't need state inspection, I don't need registration yearly, all that crap. But antique plates are cool. Are they still, or some sort of prophylactic? Wait, my screen jumped. Rusty 66 is my daily. They're still, I don't know what gauge. Yeah, Classic Fab, green panels. That's what I thought their name was, but I didn't know if I was wrong or not. They have really nice panels. Ben, they're actually still, metal. I just don't know the gauge. I don't know, for 18. Be nice if they were like 16 or 14, but I don't know the gauge. But whatever ones you buy, Ryan said it too, Classic Fab has green panels. They'll tell you what gauge they are. The thicker, the better. The lower the number, the better. The lower the number is thicker, just like wiring, which is backwards. Why did they do stuff like that for, When I was installing Lucy's new carb, I had grease lightning going through my head for some reason. Brian, too, Classic Fab. And Paul, is green panels Classic Fab? Yes. I thought I was right, but I wasn't sure because usually I'm wrong when it comes to stuff like that. Anthony, might not have my 69 ready for the show. Is it okay to bring my GTI? Absolutely, Anthony. My son's bringing his Omega. He has a 78 Omega, same as a Nova. His boss is coming. He's bringing his 67, I think, or 68 GTO. So, I mean, that's fine. I had no problem with that. This is all about people getting together and laughing and having fun. I just need to get a flyer to you folks because if you're on Facebook, please message me on, or I'll check message requests if you're not my friend, so that I can get you the flyer. You need to see the flyer so you know all the directions to everything. What colors are reserving others? Kiki Punch Rollback Roof Love Bug. She loves that color that's on there, and I don't think it's the stock color. I don't know. But she loves that color. So one way or the other, I got to keep it that color no matter what I do, even if I get to get the color matched, which we're pretty good at doing that stuff now. It's not 164 bucks. It jumped. There we go. Not 164 here in PA. That's why I got them for the Jettas, so I don't have to get inspected every year. It's funny, a 99 is an antique now. Yeah, right, Justin? I know, when you even said that about 99. It's like I see some like trucks or cars with classic plates, and I'm like, what? But that's, that's how it works. If somebody says, "Oh, back in 2001," to me it's like, "Oh, that's a couple years ago." But no, it's not. I'm getting old quick. And you're welcome, Ben. I do the best I can, with tips. Like I said, I'm not some Gene Berg that's been around since 1960. Well, I was born in 64, but I was, peeing my pants and the whole thing still. Jeff Bannon said, classic fab, wolf parts, and restoration panels, 4 panels. And I appreciate that, Jeff. I'm gonna need one piece of panel left for the 68, and then that's it. It's paint, and then start assembling everything. I got to do the front apron, and I don't like those front aprons. They're a pain in the butt compared to the back. And Gamer 100 says, "Hi, chat." And I said, "Hi, Gamer." Okay, this fab is way better than the flaccid cab that we used. I used a Clocker Home. I think that's what they're called, panel. They were okay. I wouldn't like write home about them. I've seen worse, but they were kind of okay. And I think that's what most of the ones carry, like CIP1 Wolfsburg, and that is Clocker Home, if I'm pronouncing it right. I love that Omega had a 78 Nova hatchback. Love that car. You know what, George? I love his Omega. He just swapped in a small block Chevy in it, and wow, does that thing scream. But it's the whatever that is, the Omegas, the bucket seats, floor shift from the factory. They're a little rare. I forget what it's called now, but that's what his is. And he loves old cars. My 29-year-old son. Wonder why. But I just missed out on a Nova, Jorg. Justin, as you see on here talking back and forth, he immediately messaged me a picture of a Nova over closer to where he lives, maybe about 40 minutes away. And it was I don't want to lie to you, maybe a 73 or 74 hatchback 2-door Nova for $2,000. Came with the body panels. The car was complete, $2,000 with the title. He sent it to me. I messaged the guy because Justin's like, "I got a trailer. I'll go grab it for you. Just, meet him over there and all that." That car must have sold within an hour. So Heather was kind of bummed out, of course, I believed, there we go, believed it was a stock color Slade. Well, are we calling me Slade? No, Heather. You know what? That color is nice in that Beetle. It really is. I really like it. I'll save it one way or the other. There's no doubt. Hey, Scotty, how you doing, buddy? Just in from catching one lousy fish this evening. That's unlike you. Wow, usually you do pretty good. It was the Omega 350 small or 305. It had a 307 Olds motor in it, number one, and my son said, "Wow, this thing's a dog." I'm like, "Well, the 307s were an economy motor." The kid never wrenched or nothing. He was always farting around in the garage with me, but nothing major. And his house, where he was living at the time, had a gravel driveway on a slant. And I said, "You need to bring it over here. Please don't be playing games. You've never done this." I can't believe it. He swapped out and put a 350 Chevy in there, changed out the heads, the intake, did everything. Swapped it to a 700 R4 transmission, took the dry shaft, had it cut. Like, he did all this stuff on a slanted driveway all by himself, and then drove here one day and went, "Hey, look what I did." God, I love that kid. I'm so proud of him. He completely caught me off guard. He really did. Scotty, I want to fish for dinner. I found the people that have the most birthdays live the longest. Yeah, Paul, I hope I have a lot more because I'll be 60 in a few months. Let me see here. I'm a 51 baby, really slowing down. Oh, trust me, I know, Ryan. It's going quick. I still feel good. I do. Just a little bit of back pain once in a while, and then a casual, my knee hurts, but it's I'm holding off on back surgery. I got too much going on, so that's going to have to wait till a later date. Yeah, an SX. That's what it is. Number one. I could not remember for the life of me. It's an SX model. So I'm going to respray it for him. He likes the factory color, and I'm going to do the SX stripes on it. He was able to somehow put the 700R4 in it. It had a TH350, and he made the factory shifter work. It still has the AM radio in the car. He hid a Bluetooth under the dash somewhere. So he's pretty funny about that car. I'm really happy. He has the original rally wheels, but not on it. He put them in a box and put them aside. So Ryan, you're as old as you want to be. You're right, Heath. There's no doubt. I had the crazy idea of putting super front fenders on the rear with some Thunderbird tail lights and other reverse lights built in. Hey, Ben, do what you want. It's your car. I've always been a big fan of the 39 Ford tail lights, the teardrop tail lights. I had them on my 72, I think, many years ago when I was young. Had the big Wolfsburg fenders with the flares because it was 1980s, and I thought I was pretty cool. I wasn't, but I thought I was, But do what you want to your car. I was always a big fan of the 40 Ford front nose on them. I don't think you can buy them anymore, though. Will the 68 be done for August show? I doubt it, Kevin. I really doubt it. Now that you said that, Heather will come up and help me. But I wished it was. But working on the house and working and trying to film has slowed the process down a lot. But you can stop by and see it if you like, because the picnic area is only going to be 8 minutes from my house. So you're more than welcome to come over and see the garage. I wanted it done badly. It bothers me, trust me. But filming slows everything down. Heather knows just by when she films with me, she's like, oh my God, because I have to keep moving the camera. Usually it takes me 4 hours to do a film, and you're seeing 25 minutes worth because I have to edit everything out so nobody fast forwards through it. Now it's a pain, but I wished it was there in August, but it won't be, sadly. 2000 sounds like a vindictive divorce sale. What the hell? Let me see here. Better than this. Trying to catch up. Okay, on the 783, did you use the TMI headliner? Did the kit have enough material to cover interior sunroof panel? Yes, I did use TMI, and I really hated doing a headliner. I said very bad things. I made up new profane language that don't exist as we know it today. The video, we tried our best. We were a little bit newer to filming then. Not that I'm an expert now, but I got a little better with close-ups and stuff. But it came with the sunroof panel also. The hardest part of that job, if I had to do it again, I could nail it. But that was the first time. It's getting it up around the opening of the sunroof and pulling it tight without tearing it. That was the hardest part. But do I recommend TMI? I recommend SoFine. If they handle them, they're top quality. But there's nothing wrong with TMI. Just take your time, use a little heat from a hairdryer without burning through. I'm getting in the whole tutorial. But I like TMI. I thought they were perfectly fine, especially for the price. The 77, there's no headliner, and it's a sunroof. My wife always tells me to act my age. I tell her I don't know because I've never been this old before. That's true, Paul. That's I said I'll be 60, and I refuse to stop. I just would, because when I stop, that's when everybody will know that it's game over. Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? That's my Virginia buddy that's going to try to make the meet if he can. I know that's a little bit of a drive, and better be done for the show you promised May. Well, it ain't going to be done. I mean, I don't think it's going to be, unless you got a bunch of money laying around somewhere. Let me see. Hey, Tim, how are you, buddy? Got RV, so excited for our first trip coming up. Oh, nice, nice. I wished I had time for an RV right now to like take an old retro one and fix it all up. I think that would be really, really good. Get a Heather. TMI in my car, and I'm very satisfied with it. Yeah, Rich, I know a lot of people say buy SoFine. Yeah, they are good. There's no doubt. And there's a lot of stuff that people recommend to me, but I don't have like tons of money sitting around somewhere because YouTube sure ain't dishing it out. Most of my stuff comes from donations, and that's how I keep rolling now, What happened with that camper? Justin, the one down that my son-in-law had told me about and I looked at. No, there was no title. And then they were going to try to get a title. And then I won't say on here, it got pretty weird. And I'm like, I ain't playing that game. I would have remodeled it. There's no doubt about it. It was a decent camper that needed attention, but there was no title. And I was like, I wasn't getting a feel good feeling about it. So it is what it is. I'm not in a rush to get one because if I have to, I'll go grab like a pretty nice tent and we have all of our gear. We just need a tent because I loaned it to my oldest son years ago and who knows where it went. But I think my seats and carpet were like $450. It wasn't bad. Oh, that wasn't too bad, Rich. I know for the 77, I'm going to need a complete kit for, the headliner, the seats and the carpet and all that. For the 68, I bought them Scat Pro car seats, the low back buckets. Wow, are they comfortable. And I like it because I'll be able to sit down lower and back further than normal. So that's kind of nice because I'm like a little on the taller side. Not too tall, but taller. So it's more comfortable for me. But them Scat Pro cars were like, I think 700 or something. I can't remember. But I did a video on part 1 and 2 video on making the brackets and everything. It was actually pretty easy. Maybe you can trailer your 68 to the show so people can see the YouTube car. Anthony, if I trailered that, they'd go, what? I can take pictures and show everybody. It's a swing axle, so there's no axles or wheels on the back. Although by August there might be anyhow. But I got the adjustable new front beam under it and everything. I mean, I can hustle it up, but it's looking iffy. It's the money. It's the money adds up so fast. But you folks know that already. I mean, my wife and I have talked on selling a home and moving into an RV. Paul, I talked about that with Heather. I watch a lot of nomad lifestyle on YouTube. Bob Wells, I think his name is. And then there's a lot of others on there. But man, there's people literally pulling their Beetles behind their Class C RVs and stuff like that and living very reasonable. And I mean, we're settled in our house, so I mean, we got to stay here, I suppose. But there's a lot of people doing that, Paul. If you look on YouTube, RV Living or something, I forget, Bob Wells. It's a cool channel to watch. He tells you everything you need. Well, not that you need to know that, but I really want some low-down seats, like in the video you did a while back. You know what? Do you mean the low ones from Gracie, the 73 Super Beetle? Because I got them on Amazon, believe it or not, and I think something flew in my hair. But those came from Amazon. They were cheap. They weren't as comfortable, but they were cheap, and you sat low. Now, truthfully, the seats I just bought, them Scat Pro cars, the brackets that I got are adjustable up and down. Tilt this way, tilt that way. The seat reclines, and they are cushy. But they look like something from the 60s, but they're soft, and you sit low. Because Heather even said, you got to raise it up a little. I can't see over the dash, and she's 5'4", so it ain't like she's like 4'5" or something, But they're pretty nice, And yeah, it was a red bug. Yeah, that was the ones from Amazon is where I got those. Doing good, my friend. Did work on my 6'4" bug while listening to your videos. Thanks, Rich. I'm glad. I'm going to turn in Pumpkin. Have a great night. Hey, Rich, thanks for being here, buddy. I popped in an hour early hoping you would come in. I really mean that. So I'm glad you did stop in, brother. I appreciate it. You have the beam and the motor and transmission. Slap that sucker in there and bring her to the show. It's close. We don't care if it's 100%. You can do it. We all have faith in you. I mean, it's a possibility, Justin. I'm going to try. I really am. If it wasn't a stroker motor with a bunch of weirdness, because that's how they act, it'd probably be pretty fast for me, But I don't know if the transmission's good. I have no way of knowing. And the crappy part is until I put it in, we'll see. So those old swing axles are pretty tough normally, though. It's Rosalie Lucky 77 in Quantum Metallic Blue. Do you think that's the color of that? I mean, it's a beautiful blue. I really, really like that color, in all honesty. And you need to know if William and nephews here, 5 acres, lived in the fifth wheel, planned on building a house, but moved back to Alaska instead. Terrence, Tad, how are you, buddy? And thank you for the donation. I did receive it in the mail. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you made it in here. And I hope you get back to town soon. You're all over the place, man. I don't know how you travel that much. Sorry, I'm running so much with my mouth here. My throat got dry. Tamer's Lee set carb right now to figure out the problem feeding the float. Idle screw. Incomplete float in the bowl. Yeah, make sure you measure the float. Your shutoff valve. I won't get into all that on here to make sure it's closing properly and not closing or staying open. But yeah, Tad, I'm glad you're going to make it, buddy. You said you put it on your calendar, or Terrence, I'm sorry. I'm used to people's names here in real life is what happens, you know. But I'm glad you're going to make it. I really am. That made me smile. There's going to be a lot of good folks there. I'm really excited. It's the first annual get together. We'll see how it goes. If the turnout is good, then next year in advance, far in advance, I'm going to rent something way sooner that'll harbor like 300 people just in case. And then I'm going to put it out there hardcore and try to get like 300 people, 300 cars. I didn't think I'd have more than 20 people. I'll be honest with you. That's why I really didn't kind of think much of it. I thought 20, 30 people will show up. And then all of a sudden, when I started sending out the virtual flyer a little bit, I was like, now there are a few people that got upset. They're like, oh crap, I got a wedding, and then somebody else got to go somewhere with one of their kids. And I understand that, but I hope for a really nice turnout, because if so, then next year it'll be bigger. But I just don't know how to get the flyer out to some of you folks. So I'm going to have to figure that part out. Doing well, my friend. Really looking forward to the picnic. I am too, Terry. I really am, buddy. I'm excited about that. Or I should say Tad. I like calling you Tad. I don't know why. I think it's because it's how it started. Terrence is actually in my video when I went to Jim's in Ohio and filmed there, and there he come with his shirt on. I knew him as soon as I seen him. That made my whole day. I ordered neighbor boots from West Park West about 6 months ago, and I spent the last 2 weeks trying to find them. Today I found them. I cleaned them up my garage, stuffed them in a box. It was just Bob, how did you like the boots from there? Because I got to get them. I got to redo my swing axle. I'm going to have to clean it up real good. No new boots, new shims. I want to do all of it. Should be just a one video thing and get it done. As I figure, if I get the swing axle mounted back in and the drums in the back and the front beam on, then I can just start painting. I'm rattle cannon with Rust-Oleum and 2K clear in a can, so I can get it done pretty quick. Hey, Orion, thank you. Thank you for being here. I just caught it now. I hope you had a great time tonight here, and I appreciate you stopping by. And did you see the pic of the group of the coffee pot you put on the dash of Beetle? I think Heather needs one of those. Thanks, Justin. Thank you. She has enough coffee issues. The damn Keurig. We got so many of them pods or whatever they're called flying through the mail constantly. How many you think you have at the picnic? You know what, Tara? Right now, I don't know. It's so hard to say because I did put on that flyer. You have the June 15th to let me know if you're going to come, because I did put on there, I will supply the refreshments and snacks. Please pack your own lunch. Like Jim's, Jim's, I don't think he passes out refreshments, but can only do so much. But I hope by June 15th, the ones that are iffy, let me know what they got going on. It could go up over 100. I don't know. I really don't. My guess, I'll take a guess. I'm guessing about 40 to 50 around there. Hopefully more. I think that I should have planned this a little earlier and did everything, and got the flyer out there. And I'm not just going to put the flyer on YouTube, You know what I mean? I need people to commit and say they're coming or not coming, so it can get really shady that way. But really enjoying the life. Wish I could. Yes, I see them on YouTube. Oops, my screen jumped. Where was I? See them on YouTube, but never experienced it. That's sad, Josh, and I know what you mean by that because what's the matter, Lily? We don't have that many shows in Pennsylvania, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing because Pennsylvania doesn't have many events that I'm aware of, you know. So I figure if I can get something started here in the next couple of years, say 2 to 3 years down the road, I hope people are traveling from out of state to this, but I'm hoping there will be 3, 4, 500 cars here and people go, hey, we got to get to the Slade event, you know, in Pennsylvania this year. So that's my goal. Taylor, is anyone invited to the event? Only if their name starts with T. Ah, see? Yeah, pretty much so. I mean, I'm trying to watch what I rented and I already paid for it, so I can't like change up. It says around 100 people it'll hold with parking spots and a picnic area. So I'm just trying to watch what I'm doing here. But that's why I said June 15th, which isn't far off, for people to let me know, are you coming or not coming, one or the other, so I know. Because if there's a certain amount that's not, then I can go ahead and start inviting more people, you know, before August 10th, obviously. But Taylor, if you're on Facebook, just shoot me a message. If you're in Slades VW community group on Facebook, or just Slade Beetles on Facebook, shoot me a message on there. Hey, Slade, on a scale of 10, hardest to replace the studs for the oil pump plate because mine are stripped. Do you mean the hey, it's Raul. I just realized who it was. Do you mean on the studs coming out that hold the oil pump plate on? Because those studs, you know, double nutted, I think are 13 millimeters, should unwind, you know, right out of there with no problem. I think we're on the same page with that. And I hope you've been good, Raul. I just realized that I was reading the message and didn't read who it was from. I've been looking 64 Corvairs in the marketplace lately, a lot cheaper. They are cold 6 cylinders, most automatics. You know what, Tim? I had a 64 Corvair here about 10 years ago, give or take. And it was a 64 black with red interior. Oh, I love that color combo a lot. And it was the 2-speed Power Glide Corvair. And I shouldn't have let it go. I did. I didn't know enough about them. But what a cool car and nice leg room, in all honesty. The parts can be a little more sketchier to get than Beetles, though, a little more expensive. Although Beetle parts aren't getting any cheaper either now, though. But much better than the ones that didn't last year from J-Bugs. Well, truthfully, excuse me, I'm sorry. Truthfully, Bob, there we go. I'm not a big fan of J-Bugs. I'm not putting them down, but Wolfsburg West, West Coast Metric for rubber. I always think West Coast Metric and Wolfsburg West. That's who I go through. So when you say that about J-Bugs, brother, I believe you. I do. I'm not a real big fan of them. Brian, any chance you could share the flyer on a video? Yeah, I could do that. The thing is for people to respond back to me. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how to go about that. You know what I mean? I'll get it figured out over the next week here. People on Facebook, I'm trying to get them to add me on her, because then Messenger, it's personalized where I can go here. And here's where the hotel is. Here's where the picnic area is, you know. But I do got to watch. I don't go over a certain capacity. I didn't expect all these people to want to come. I'm a little shocked, to tell you the truth. L99F Bahama Blue Poly, maybe. Only 7B Kana Blue Poly. Is there a silver sticker? Yeah, you know what? Number one, I got to check the sticker. Vintage brought that up behind the spare tire. I just showed the car real quick, and I forgot to see if the sticker was there. I could probably look at the video and see if the sticker was there, but I'm not sure if it is, though. I have to check that. And Mad Moose, how are you, brother? I hope you've had a great day. And 69 Baja Outdoors, I'm late to the party. What's this? Excuse me, talk of a picnic. There's going to be a Slade picnic August 10th in southwestern Pennsylvania. And it's getting to be bigger than I thought. I probably should have got a bigger area, so I'm trying to keep it limited to a certain point, because what I've rented will hold about 100 to 125 people, and now it's looking like it's getting big. It's bring your own beer. Yeah, no booze allowed there, but bring your own bottle of pop or something, or soda. Everybody calls it something different. Lonnie, gotta go. Have a great night. Thanks for everything you do for you. W Community. Catch you on the next live chat. Thanks, Lonnie. Thanks for being here. I truly appreciate it. Don't feel bad. I gotta head out in a minute here anyhow, because Heather and I gotta leave shortly. How's the weather in PA in August? Hot. I mean, not hot to where you can't breathe, but it's hot. August, maybe Justin can help me out here, or Heather, probably in the 80s, I guess, somewhere around there, And itty bitty ladybug Lisa. That was an easy one, actually. And I wish you were closer too. There's a lot of people coming from out of state, surprisingly, 7, 8, 9 hours away. I think Bob's out in Wisconsin. He's coming. So I said, I didn't expect, I'm just a guy with a camera. I really didn't think that everybody was going to cross a bunch of state lines. I'm like really flattered. I don't know. Bring your own bug. I guess I should bring mine, huh? You just answered the question about putting it in a video. Disregard earlier message. Charge a $20 registration fee, event deposit. Ways don't show up. You aren't wasting anybody's efforts or donations. Refreshments are $10 even. Yeah, I started adding up refreshments and snacks for like 100 people and was like, wow. Because our economy is a little, goofy right now. Some believe it, some don't, but to me, it's goofy. Yep, your event could be the catalyst. They'll be coming out to the woodwork for Barnes. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I didn't think that many people would be interested, to tell you the truth. And I was trying not to ask anybody for anything because I really don't want to do that. But with renting the pavilion and the picnic grounds, and then the refreshments and then the snacks, I was like, oh crap, this spun out of control real quick. Kevin, mid-80s, 90s, humid, partly cloudy, chance of rain. Justin, you should have got paid for saying that, buddy. You could use QR code to add people to a group that will be attending. I don't know how to do that unless Heather does. The paint code sticker is there. Vintage, did you catch it in the video? Because I didn't pay attention to it, believe it or not. When you're filming with Heather, it gets chaotic, and so I didn't catch it. Hey, V-Dub, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you around in a while. I hope you're doing well. And Slade H. Bob emailed you a paint code sheet with swatches, so check your email. I'll be checking email actually tomorrow evening, because I got to edit the video for Tuesday. I'm doing Tuesdays and Fridays now, 2 videos a week. Can you convert a 73 to fuel injected? Are you aware of any kits? Also, do you have a mailing address? We can send you some things. Taylor, yes, you can convert it. I don't think it would be fun, my friend. Now, one thing you can do, Taylor, is you can put a Holly Sniper on, but I think you could be getting into a couple grand, in all honesty. Going over to, if you're going to go over to a Beetle fuel injection system from the factory, they don't sell a lot of parts for them like they used to. So there is other fuel injection aftermarket stuff, Taylor. Make sure you join Slades VW community on Facebook. And yeah, I have a mailing address. You can actually, here, let me see. I'll put my email up here. Because if I say it, it won't. Oh, looky, I wasn't even typing because the cursor wasn't there. There we go. There's my email. I appreciate that. And that way I can show you the flyer too. And Dizzy, I wanted to change my carb to split segment. EFI kit. You think I should change to EFI or keep the carb? I love EFI, don't get me wrong, but when it comes down to it, I kind of stay with the carburetors because the EFI kits now are expensive as heck and a little bit of a pain in the butt, You're welcome, Raul. The chat always look. I haven't been on as much, Raul, with live chat. Actually, I've got to go in a minute here anyhow because we got to leave. We've been doing some extra work late at night. That didn't sound right. Nothing illegal. Sounds like Kentucky weather. Yeah, probably about the same thing. Thomas Anderson. Reminds me of Matrix, Mr. Anderson. About to tear down my 66 bug. New pans for sure. Most of the body seems good. Where would you start? Pans, engine, install this for jet? Well, I would do the pans first. If you're going to pop the body, and I made it sound easy, I would start at the pans and work your way up, in all honesty. But that's just me. You know what I mean? And while you're working on the pans, you can have the engine on the stand, redoing it. That's what I would do, is start with the pans first and then the body work. Good night, Josh. And I'll see you guys on next live. Take care. Yeah, I'm going to be doing live chats every other Sunday. I can't do them every week. I did that for a while and it was just getting overwhelming, Although you folks are great, I could do this every night if I could. Sorry, I just left. I just sprayed the carburetor cleaner in my eye. Okay, don't put that in your eye. Guy with the camera and a lifesaver for a lot of us. Thanks, Rich. Like I said, I'm not no hero. I don't know everything. I just mess around with the camera and have fun in the garage, and I say bad words and I edit them out all the time because of younger viewers. So no, Jim, I didn't check with food trucks because I'm not sure how many people are coming, and I do know that they want their money, so it's like, is there going to be 100? Is there going to be 500? So the food trucks around here are a little bit shady that way. So that's why I said I'll do the refreshments and snacks, and people just pack a lunch, bring it with you. Hey, John, Volkswagen Planet buddy, how are you? I hope you're doing good, my friend. I never called soda until I lived in Lancaster, PA. We call it pop where we live in southwestern PA, and then some call it soda. My daughter, who was raised with us, calls it soda. She calls it something completely different. I don't know. Okay, Vintage, I'll check. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to end up checking tomorrow because it'll bother me now that you said that. Because I seen the post in the comments in the video saying, check the sticker behind the wheel. My dog just got nuts. And I just never paid attention to it. But it'll take me 2 seconds tomorrow to just take a peek real quick. I'm curious to see. I'll put it in the comments in that video where you're at too, to go, here's the numbers on that. Sounds like every time I keep in touch, if there's room, I'd love to come out and help you out. If you need anything, let me know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shoot me a message on Facebook if you can, 69 Baja, and we'll get it all figured out. 14 to 21 hours to the picnic. Yeah, it's a little bit of a run there, CJ, isn't it? I think it's cheaper to fly. Thank you, John. We hit 22. We're going to hit 23,000 subs any day. I'm actually surprised, to be honest with you. I never expected any of that. I was happy when I hit 1,000 subs. But thank you so much. Would you want me to share a flyer with Jim and Amy? Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, if you can, Terry, that'd be nice. I like them. They're good folks. I'll see them in the summer. I didn't see them last month, I believe it was. But thank you. Yes, definitely. Hey, good night, Vintage 76. Thank you for always being here and in the comments. You always are. Have a month. Great chat. Have a good night. See you soon. Soda down in Florida. South, we call everything Coke. Oh, you get pulled over and get in trouble for that. Soda here also will do. Don't forget to. Okay, I leave. If you're on Facebook, look up Slade Beetles, okay, and just send me a message on there, and I'll send you a virtual flyer, for the get together. And I'll be on here not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, around 8 p.m. Eastern time again, and I might be able to stay on a little later at that point. So thank you all for being here. There's Jen. Damn, right when I'm leaving. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for stopping in. I was just signing off. But good night, everybody. Thank you for stopping in. I really, really appreciate it. And keep in touch with me. If you're on Facebook, send me a message so I can invite everybody to the, give you the virtual flyer so everybody can show up for the meet, because I think it'll be a lot of fun. I really do. And if it don't, we'll pretend like it's fun. But you need to get into the group photo. That's going to be hopefully in VW Trends. So, okay. Good night, everybody. Bless you all. I hope everybody has an amazing upcoming week. It's Monday, so it's going to suck, but try to look at it in a good way. Good night, all. I'll see you all very soon.